We can also select all, we can also copy, and we can also paste. So the main thing is here that how can you make the right click menu. Okay, so let me show you how can you do that. Hello guys, welcome back to CID. Today in this video I'm going to show you how can you make the right click menu in tkinter. As you can see, I have one window here with one simple text box, and when I'm clicking right button of the mouse, then you will see here that it has some options like cut, copy, paste, select all, and it is working. Suppose I'm here typing hello text, okay, and let me cut this out. So I'll just right click here and press on cut, and now let me come at any other place and let me paste, so it will be pasted, right? We can also select all, we can also copy, and we can also paste. So the main thing is here that how can you make the right click menu. Okay, so let me show you how can you do that. First of all, let me import everything from tkinter. So I'll write here from tkinter import asterisk. Okay, and now let me create one window. So I'll name it root, and let me call the tk class, and after that I'll just use the root dot main loop to close the window. Okay, and now under this let me create one text box and let me name it as t1. Okay, t1 is the text box, so let me call here text, and I have to make on root, and let everything as default, and now we can pack it with using t1.pack. Okay, and now after running you will see here that there is one text box in our window. Okay, now let me create one entry box also. I will show you that how can you apply this right click menu in text box and also on any of the widgets like entry box, labels or buttons. You can do it. Okay, so the concept are same, but for the text box there is something difference. So I will show you with the two examples in the text box and also in the entry widget. So let me create now one entry widget called e1, and it will be one entry. So let me call entry, and we can pass here the root, and now let me pack it. And now you will see that there is one text box and there is one entry box too. Now time to create some menus. You know how to make the menus in tkinter, right? So let me make one menu, and I'll use one method here for making the menus. Okay, so I'll name it like make right menu. Okay, and under this I will ask for the root window, and then I'm using one global variable called right menu. Okay, and now what I will do is I'll just make one variable called right menu equal to menu. Okay, I'm making the menu on the root, so I'll use here menu on root, and I can use the tier of will be 0. Okay, if you have not idea about the making the menus in tkinter, then you can see another videos on our channel in which I have shown you how can you make the menu bar in tkinter. So here I'm making the menu, and now let me add some commands on our right menu. So I'll use here like add underscore command. Okay, and under this I'll add some commands like first will be cut. Okay, so I'll use here cut. Okay, now next let me add another command, so I'll just copy it out and paste it there for 4 commands. Suppose the next one is I want copy, next one I want as paste. Next one I want as select all. Okay, like this I have added 4 commands in our right menu. Okay, I'm not showing this menu as the menu bar in our window, but I'm just creating the menu. Okay, so make sure. And now what I will do, I can use the shortcuts accelerators here. So I can use like this, accelerators is equal to, I want as ctrl plus x. Okay, so user can understand that this is the shortcut for cut. Okay, now let me copy it and paste for all other 3. And now let me change it to C, change it to B, and change it to A. Okay, so these are the accelerators on our right menus. Now what I have to do, now our menu are completed here. Okay, now I can also add some separators if you want. So like you can see here that these 3 commands are related, but select all is not related to these 3. So I can add one separator here. So I'll use here right menu dot add underscore separator. So there will be one separator, right? So there will be one separator before select all. And now what I have to do is, let me make another method, and I want to show this right menu on our root text box and also on entry box. So I'll make one method here called show underscore right menu. Okay, sorry, like this, show underscore right menu. And let me pass here one event called E. Okay, you can name it full like event so that you can understand what is this. And now what I will do here is, I will get the event widget name. Okay, so let's suppose I'm getting the widget into the widget variable, and I can access the widget name which is invoking the event. So I'll use like this, event dot widget. So the widget name will be now in this widget variable. Okay, suppose widget is text box or entry box or any button, then that button name will be into this variable. Okay, now what I have to do is, I have to add the right menu commands in our widget. So I'll use here like this, I have the global right menu, so I can use like this here, and I'll use entry configure method into the menu bar to add this into the right menu. So I'll use here right menu dot entry configure, and under this I'll pass what is the label name. So my first label name is cut. Okay, and now I will use the command is equal to lambda. Suppose something I want to pass. So what will be the event, what will happen when user will press on cut? So I will generate one event here. So I'll use like this, widget dot event underscore generate, and under this I can pass the event name. Under tkinter there is options for generating any events like cut, copy, paste, etc. So I can pass like this. So this event, when you will press on cut button, then event generation will be happened for the cut. Okay, now let me copy it, and I will do the same for copy and paste. Okay, so I can change here to copy, and I can change here to paste. So there will be options for cut, copy, paste, and now I have to change here and into copy and also into paste. So these 3 events will be generated with these 3 labels. And now let's make The same thing for select all. So just copy it out here again, and I will change it to select all. Select all. So when user will click on select all, then I will do what? I will just use here widget dot, not the event generate but the select range. So I will use select underscore range. So this method will be called here, and under this I have to pass the starting point of the selection and ending points. So the ending point will be the int. Okay, so that's it. It is made for the cut, copy, paste and select all. And now what I have to do is I'll just call the right menu when user will click on the right mouse button. So I'll do like this: right menu dot tk dot call when user will use the right click of the mouse, that is the tk underscore pop up method will be called pop up. Okay, so this method will be the called, and now I'll pass here the right menu again, right menu. And now what is the position of this pop-up? So I'll use here the event dot x underscore of the root, and also event dot y underscore of the root. Okay, so this will be popped out at the cursor position. Okay, so we have done these things. Okay, now I have to call this right menu when user will click the right button of the mouse. So what I will do, I will just come down below at any place, and I will use root dot bind. I can use the bind and also the bind class. Okay, what is the benefit of the bind class is you can bind the whole text or any entry widgets directly. Okay, so you can just pass the class name, like suppose I can pass here the text, then all the text widgets will inherit these things. Okay, so you don't have to call all the widgets one by one, so I can just use the bind class. And now what will be the button name? So I'll use here button 3. Okay, button 3, and I can also use button release 3, button release 3. Okay, so like this I can pass. And now let's pass this so right menu. Okay, so we have done. Okay, and now one more thing, that let me show you. This method, select range method, is only for the entry widgets but not the text widgets. Let me save and run this first. First of all, there is one error. What is the error? Button release 3. Okay, I have left this. Okay, I have also not done here for the button 3. I have just bind the class to the button 3 and button release 3, so I'll have to pass these two. That's why I'll use button 3 and the button release 3. So just save and run this, and now you will see here that this is the window, this is the text box, this is the entry widget, and I have just binded the class text, so I can right click here, but there is one error. So what you will see here, that right menu is not defined. So what I can do is just use this right menu here on the top. We can just make this right menu like this, right menu. First of all, what I will do, just make the right menu first, right? I have to make the right menu, so I'll just call this right menu first. This is not necessary. I'll just call this make right menu. So after making this root, I can call here, and let's pass the root. Okay, so firstly the right menu will be created, and then I have banded this button 3 to this, so right menu, so everything will be happen. What I have done here, the mistake is the spelling of the accelerator. This will be accelerator. Okay, so like this. So let me change, add these 4 positions. Now let me run it, and now you will see here the text box. Let me click right mouse button, then you will see some options, cut, copy, paste, and these are working. Now let me show you something like hello Pawan, and now let me select some areas, and now let me cut, and now I can click on paste, so it will be pasted. Okay, and now let me just copy something, like copy this whole thing, and now just copy, and now I can paste it here. Okay, so all the things are working, cut, copy, paste. But when I will click on select all, then there will be one error that text object has no attribute select range, cause this can work only with the entry widgets. So what I will do, let's first assign this show right menu method to the class entry also, so that we can use this with the entry also. So I'll use here the entry, so it will be binded to the entry widgets also, and this will be opened right there. So let me show you first that this is working. Here this is the entry widget, right? Like this 100.00, like this I have entered, and now right click, and then you will see this is the option under this entry widget. Okay, so it will work here just like this. Suppose I can click on select all, then it will be selected all. So this is working with the entry widgets, but it is not working with the text widgets. So what I will do, I will make another method just for selecting all into the text widget. So for that I'll just make one method here called select underscore all. Okay, and under this I'll pass event is equal to none. Okay, if it will be one event, then it will be cached here. If it will be not with the event, so event is the default none. So what I will do, I know this text widget name, so I can access this also with directly calling this. Okay, I can do like this also with these methods, but I want like this. Okay, so that you can practice with these two ways. So I'll use here tag add method into the text widgets. So I'll use here tag underscore add method, and under this the tag is the cell, that means select, and now the selection will be with 1.0 up to end. Okay, so selection will be done, and now I'll use another method under this with the t1 dot mark underscore set. Okay, and this will be done with insert, and now let me pass here 1.0. And now next one I will use here C method, t1 dot C, and I will call here insert. So we have done, and now we can return it with break. Okay, so we have done the selection all, and now I can call this select all right here. But as you will see here that this method is working with the entry widgets, and this method I have made for the text widgets. So I will make one condition here that if widget, just check the type of the widget. Okay, type of the widget, I can check like this, type of the widget. If type of the widget will be entry, right? If it will be entry, then this thing will be called, right? So this will be done here, and Now what I will check here, that elif type of this widget is one text. So I will call another thing like this, right menu dot entry configure select all command is equal to like this here. And now what I can do here is directly call this method select all. So just copy and paste it here. So now select all method will be called here when you will click on select all into the text widget. So let me see if it is working. So now here we are. Let me type something, hello from text box, and now just click on select all, so it will be selected all. So it is working fine. Now let me click here, type something and then select all, so it is working fine with the empty widgets also. It is also cutting, pasting and also copying. Okay, so everything is working fine. So I hope guys you have understood the concept of right click menu in the tkinter. If you have understood clearly, then it is good for me, good for you. And if you have any doubt, then you can ask me through the comment box or also in our Facebook page and also on our WhatsApp number. So guys, I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked, then you can share to your social media accounts to your friends so that they will also get benefit of this video. If you want any video at any topic in Python, tkinter, PyQt5, application development, web application development, then you can ask me through the comment box and I will try to come up with that tutorial soon. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.